Hello, today we are going to do a sample of interlocking crochet using DCF or double crochet fillet or fillets. I'm not quite sure how you pronounce it. DCFs 1 to 1, which means 1 double crochet, 1 chain, 1 double crochet, 1 chain. So interlocking crochet is made usually of 2 colors, and the 2 colors are not worked into each other but through each other using DCFs, the double crochet fillets, specifically to the windows that's created by the DCFs. So let's make the sample and you'll see what I mean. I'm working with 5mm hook here using 2 colors, the green and the tan. Okay, I've made an odd number of stitches with the mm cast on. You can use any if you're not used to the mm cast on or prefer not to use it, just do odd number of chains. I've got 15 stitches here, and let's start. This is, when I count, this is row 0. So row 1A, I call this row 1A because in interlocking crochet using 2 colors, the first color is A, the second color is B, and so each row, it consists of row 1A, row 1B, row 2A, row 2B, like that. So anyway, row 1A in the green, the first DCF1 chain, I make 4 chains to represent that. Normally I don't use chains to start a double crochet in my work, but in interlocking crochet that's quite okay. So that's the first stitch. The second stitch, skip into the third stitch, you do a double crochet and then 1 chain, and then skip 1, double crochet into the next, 1 chain, double crochet, skip 1, double crochet into the next, and that's how you form those grids or windows. So we'll work like that all the way to the end. Most interlocking crochet tutorials will show you that you're making 2 strips of this interlocked together but not actually joined together. I always join the first part of the work. The 2 colors are joined at the foundation row. Row 0 for me is the foundation row. So anyway, we've reached the end, and you can see the DCFs, the fillets, have all these little windows, which is essential for interlocking crochet. So it's not necessary, but it's very handy to start off with, to end off, with 4 chains and leave it on a marker, stitch marker. These 4 chains represents how you will start the next time you have a green row. It's just handier. So next color, we're going to do row 1B. Just let me get this little tangled yarn. Alright, I want to work this row in front of the green row. So I'll just start off with a little slip knot, and then I want to work in front of the row, so we will start our first double crochet in that space, in that window there. So you can join whichever way works for you, but this is how I join. I'll start that row. I pull the little knot through, slip knot through, and work 4 chains, which represents 1 DC, 1 chain. Okay, pause for a little bit for me to get rid of that tail to the back so that it's not in our way, and we shall carry on. So 1 DC into the next window. You can see that this is worked in front of the green, and that's the only time that one color works into another. I'm working the 10 into the green foundation row. So every DC is worked into the window. So literally you're forming another row of DC fillets on top of the first. And then the last window is here. And you end off with the last DC. And as with the green, I end off with 4 chains, which will be used as a starting for the next time we do a 10 row. Stitch marker. So this is what it looks like after row 1. Row 1A, row 1B. See, they are not attached to each other apart from this foundational row. Okay, so this is the right side. Turn it around and we'll work on the wrong side. From the wrong side, always keep the inactive yarn in front of the work. So I've got a bit of a tangle going on here, so just give me a moment because this yarn has gotten tangled. It's a bummer. Sorry about that, people. It's not only gotten tangled, it's not only gotten tangled, it's twisty as well, which doesn't help. Very sorry, I've got multiple projects on my work surface at the moment, so it's making it even harder. Okay. Let's get back to work. Back to the green. We will be doing row 2A, working from the back. Take off the stitch marker. We already have 1 DC, 1 chain with these 4 chains, represented by those 4 chains. As I said, the inactive yarn is left in the front of the work. Now we'll make 1 DC into the same color, but instead of doing it this way and back here, we want to interlock the fabric. So we go through the window of the 10 from front to back, catch hold of the DC post of the same color and do a double crochet. One chain, 1 double crochet through the window. In front, catch hold of the same color DC post and do a double crochet. 1 chain through window, 1 double crochet into the same color, 1 chain through the window. Now you see why those windows that's formed by DCFs, the fillets, are most essential to enable interlocking crochet to work, by allowing us to interlock 2 fabrics together, 2 independent separate fabrics together. 1 chain into the last post, which is made of 4 chains. So skip 1 into the second from there and chain. Again, I end off with 4 chains and put on the stitch marker. That is our row 2A. Now row 2B, same logic. of working through windows. So we're still working DCF the fillets through the windows. So we have 4 chains here as we left it, which represents 1 DC 1 chain, then double crochet through a green window into the post of the same color. Sorry about that. As you can see, exactly the same stitches, same logic. 1 double crochet, 1 chain through that window, catch hold of the post of the same color, 1 double crochet, 1 chain, 1 double crochet through the window. Oops, sorry. 1 chain through another window, and then our last one. This will be through that last window there, and skip 1 chain into the next chain, representing the top of a DCF, so top of a double crochet, ending it, and work 4 chains leave it on the stitch marker. So now we've done 2 rows, ending with a row 2B. This is what it looks like on the wrong side. This is what it looks like on the right side. Sorry guys, I'm having a dry cough period at the moment. So you can already see the interlocking crochet emerging, where 2 different colors are interlocked together, but not into each other. They just interlock through the windows, which gives us the ability to work interlocking crochet and produce fabrics like this, which is a very simple one because it only uses 1 DCF and 1 DC 1 chain, 1 DC 1 chain. You can imagine the interlocking crochet can also be worked using 2 double crochet, 2 chains, 2 double crochet, 2 chains, or 2 double crochets, 1 chain, 2 double crochets, 1 chain. So there's a whole lot of variety that you can do, but this is the easiest way of doing it so that you get used to the idea of interlocking your fabrics together. Well, guys, I hope that helped and made things a little bit easier to understand. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.